Okay, so two things left to make. We need to make the pink amaretto fudge for the top of the almondines, and then we need to make regular straight fudge for pouring and ganache. So, because I just now finished that almondine filling, I think I'm going to jump ahead, go ahead and make the fudge, pour that off into something else so that I can then recapture the pan to do the almondine. So both these projects need the pan again, the saucepan. So basically they're both sauces again, okay, just like I just did last time. So that's what we're going to be doing next, folks. I'm just going to wash the pan. I'm going to make a batch of fudge. All right, folks, welcome back. We've given our projects time to set up. Our mousse layer is nice and frozen. Our the base, the amaretto, the ganache, the bar part, I made the pink ganache and I put that on top. And I just recently took the amaretto layer out of the fridge and I put it in the oven to warm up the pan. And then what I did was I took my pan and I took a 9-inch pan and put it on top, put saran wrap over it, put a 9-inch pan over, turned it out. So now here it is. Okay. So the next step in this process here is we're going to want to chill this back down. But I'm going to leave this paper on here. So I'm going to take this, pop it on like this. Now this is going to be a little messy here, but that's all right. So I'm going to get underneath here. And I'm basically using the pan to hold everything together. And I'm going to flip it over just like that. All right, it's not pretty, but it works. Okay, so here's our fudge layer, the top layer, the amaretto layer. Now this is the most fussy part here, so we're going to chill this. We're going to get it nice and solid so we can come back to that and cut our star out of that. Okay. We'll just take all this here. This is kind of an interesting texture here. So, but like I said, we'll come back to that. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the freezer right now. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I put that in the freezer so it can firm up. And now the next step is to pop the pink part out. And I'm going to demonstrate just exactly how I did that other one there. Okay, so basically you want to unwrap it. Okay, you want to I like to take my little spatula here. I'm just going to break the seal here and go around. Now remember, I have the paper down in the bottom, so it's not like I have to worry about this all the way across. Once I break the seal away from the edge, it should be pretty easy to pop out. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now I'm going to put the saran over the top. Okay. Take my 9-inch pan because I have a 10-inch pan here. And I'm going to turn it over. Now this might not pop out. I might have to be suction in the bottom, in which case I'm going to have to add a little heat to the bottom of the pan, but we'll see. Hang on. We'll see what happens here. Maybe we can just get it to pop. Oh yeah, we'll get it.
So it's almost there.
Almost, yeah. We'll get it. We don't want it to snap. That's for sure. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of trying to put it on here, I'm going to go ahead and use this pan because this is nice and solid. It's a totally different thing than the other one. The other one was totally brittle and very hard to work with. Where this is much easier because it's firm and solid. And there we go. We can break that seal. It's a lot easier. And then we just pop that out. Okay. Now at this time, I'm going to make sure I pull this paper off here. Certainly don't want to forget about that. No. Okay, so this is nice and solid. Look at that. Okay, so we have our Oreo crust on the bottom here. And then we've got our almond fudge layer, okay, with the nuts in it. And then we have our amaretto pink chocolate ganache layer. Okay, so now... Okay, put this over here for now. Okay, so when I made this original dessert, way back when, almost 30 years ago actually, what I did was, it needed to be big. So what I did was I made all these things, but I put them in big pans. And what I did was I actually cut out 5 arms, what I called arms of the star. Right here. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat here. Okay, because I've got these cookie cutters that make a nice, tree for the holidays if you want to do that. But I'm going to use this as a template, okay? But back in the day, when I first made this dessert, I actually cut diamond-shaped pieces, okay, and then put the 5 points together to make my 5-pointed star. And so, I did 1/5 at a time. Now, I'm going to basically cut in, okay, I'm going to, use this as a template, and I'm going to cut out the negative area, and we're going to get our star out of just one piece here, okay? And then I'm basically going to do the same thing with the mousse layer, okay? And then that's going to go right on top of here. And then we're going to use a smaller one for the amaretto layer. So that's how it's going to work. All right, so let's...
And for this cutting part, after this one, we'll do the high speed, just so people don't have to sit there.
Oh, yeah. Well, basically, I just explained what I'm doing. So, just stay tuned and watch me do this, and it'll be what it is, okay? So I'm not gonna go exactly out here like this. What I'm gonna do is basically, all right. What I want to do is mark this here. Okay. All right. Now it's more even. Like that. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm marking. So now I have even 1/5 each way around. And I'm gonna line up my knife with the point here where this is. Boom. Here, I might as well mark these too. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go in and over. And there's my first cut. And I want to be very careful not to split the whole thing. Okay? Very, very careful indeed. Okay. Alright, there's my first piece out. Now we should be able to come here. So the first one's a little more difficult than the second one. There we go.
I'm being careful to keep my knife nice and even and straight, as in vertical. Okay. Starting to see that star come in.
I sure do.
Okay, right there. Okay. That last one.
And for the folks at home, just take your time. Don't rush.
Oh yeah. You don't want this to be totally brittle either.
Right.
You know, if it was, the colder it is, the more brittle it's going to be. Sometimes you want to let it come to temperature a little bit and warm up so it's easier to work with. Okay. All right. So now let's do this. Let's just get these right out of the way. Oh, look at that. Isn't that sharp? Okay. Cool. Boy, it would have been a lot easier to do it this way back in the day. Okay, so now I've got my star.
Contest, so you had to go big.
What's that?
You were going for a contest, so you had to
go
big to go home.
Yeah, I had a lot to prove.
Indeed.
Yeah, I was a young man. I had a lot to prove. Okay, so let me put this in the fridge. Keep it cold. And I will go and get the chocolate mousse piece. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Only we'll just use the next size smaller. Okay? So, be right back.
I remember at the start of this, you said you paid a lot of dues. I think this is probably one of those dues you had to pay, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Paid a lot of dues. I did a lot of wonderful work, you know. I mean, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. That's good. Better if it was a little more firm, but it'll be all right. All right, you know what? I got an idea here. I think I want to cut right to the chase here. And
excuse the pun.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, you're going to use the base as almost like a template.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
I got no complaints about that.
See that? Sometimes you just got to make an executive decision when you're on the fly. Right?
Makes sense.
There you go. Okay, so we'll just use that guy. That'll make things a whole lot easier. Uh-huh. All right, so let's move this over.
And if for some reason somebody doesn't have these cutters like that, this would be the option.
Just a big star. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's one.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to, clean my knife here.
Of course.
Well, if you don't, you end up with a whole bunch of extra on the drag,
Drag marks?
Well, you get this,
Oh.
You know how when you cut a cake and you got some extra crumbs on the knife and then you put it on the next piece and then it's all sitting there on top like, come on,
Yeah.
That don't look right. Well,
especially a wedding cake.
Well, we want to avoid that.
Right.
No, it's not moving. We're not going to try to move it right now. We're just going to cut it on the table as it is. Okay. There we go.
And once we get to the point of the Patreon, advanced topics like this and others will be available.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some more in-depth things. some more advanced techniques.
Like I say, if you can teach me, you can teach just about anybody.
Uh-huh. Well, that's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah.
Teaching regular people how to do magnificent things. And when I say regular, I mean like everybody. Everybody needs to be able to do this. And everybody can. All right. There's the last one there. Here, you want to try a little bit of this?
Sure. You know me, I never say no.
Oh, yeah. I know. It's nice dense pate.
Oh,
hell yeah. Mm-hmm. That gets me excited.
Oh, I'm getting excited now.
It's delicious.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. Now for the tricky part. Getting this sucker up. Wish me luck.
Good luck. So let me know if you need me to come over to that side of the table. Oh, look at that.
And that's what I'm looking for right there.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty.
Okay. So now I want to... Where's my... No. Alright, now I can keep it on something. Keep it stabilized. Okay. Alright. Now, at this point, what I want to do is trim it up a little bit. Okay. What I'm going to do that is I'm just going to use my spatula here. And now when I say trim it up, okay, see this? This needs to be smoothed in. Yeah, it needs to be smoothed in. Okay, so I'm basically just doing this.
Just a light touch. You don't gotta beat it.
Nope.
Right?
Nope. You don't. No, the more you mess with it, you want to just try and get it with one or two passes, okay? The more you mess with it, there's a point of no return. All of a sudden you mess with it too much and you'll never get it back.
Right.
Okay, so...
Just like what I learned when I was frosting the cake.
Yeah, when it's done, leave it be. Yeah, see, I'm having a hard time with that point there. See how I'm just defining that corner a little better?
That's the quick.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, looks like that's about as good as it's going to get right there. And I'd say that's not bad. Okie dokie. So, now, perfect. Okay. Let me move these. Leave that one. Go! Oh, good Lord.
That could be on the blooper reel.
Uh-huh. John doesn't blooper. We only do one take. You get to see it all, folks. Sorry. All right. So, let's see if my fudge is still warm. It is. It is. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, I timed that just right. See that? Feel the bottom?
Oh,
warm like soup.
Just perfect.
Warm
the
like soup.
Consistency is just
warm like
gorgeous.
soup. Okay, that means that this is going to be ready to go right now. I'm going to move this, I guess. Let me, let's remove it there. Yeah, this can go
in the chiller.
Okay, dokie. Now, what I want to do is put this guy over here. Stick in. That's even better.
Okay.
That means I don't need to worry about it sliding around. Yeah, that's good.
This part would make me particularly nervous.
Well, it should. Yeah, you gotta. All right, hang on. Just for safety purposes.
Safety first.
Safety purposes, it might be a good idea to put a little guy underneath.
Just for extra support.
Better safe than sorry.
Right.
It's not going to hurt anything. Certainly not going to do that. Okay, so that's good. There we go.
Certainly looks very stable.
Huh?
It looks stable.
Well, now I can get under it and not worry about it crumbling from the bottom.
Good.
See. If I was going to do this for a customer, I would actually cut a special piece of cardboard that I would basically use a bigger one, and I would cut those edges out and have the whole thing be supported.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, all right. Now for the tricky part. Okay. Let's. Okay. That one. This is the one that's most of my spatulas. They curve in.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm always doing that. But I keep one that curves out the other way. Okay, so that I can get down in when I need to. It's more of a straight. All right. So now I want to stir this up.
Got such a beautiful viscous sheen.
Oh yeah, and okay, the warmer it is, the looser it's going to be. Okay, but you don't want it to be so loose that it melts this.
Right.
Okay, so there's kind of a balance you want to have, and that's and likewise that's why I melted it earlier and I've just been keeping it up there sitting.
Just to kind of keep it warm.
Yes, and that being said, my apricot glaze is all ready to go for the top layer. It's up there too, so yeah, it's all ready to go. So all right, let's see what we can do here. See if we can get a nice even pour. All right, so we'll start in the center here, and I'm going to go right up to the edge like so. How am I doing over there?
John, this is like cake porn, okay?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The idea is to get all the way around.
Yeah, because you want
with one smooth pour. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Without running out. That's why I always melt a little more than I need.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. Look at that. Oh, that's number 4, right?
Yeah, I think you're on the 4th spoke. Now you're up to number 5.
We got this, baby. We got this. Oh my good Lord. Look at that. That's happening. That's right. That's a jet lag right there. Oh my gosh. Oop, we need
just a little more.
A little more there. Okay, so, and this is why I have this little guy. Okay, so that we can touch up right there if we need to. And I think we can see that.
It's evenly coated from this end.
Okay, so I got a piece right here I'd got to do. Okay. Get that right there. And then over here. See how the mousse is like a little further out from the bar?
Yeah.
That's why it messed right there. That's okay. But see, that's why I was trying to smooth the mousse in
Yeah.
to avoid that. But, you got to expect a little bit. Okay, so I missed this point here. Get this little guy. See? And that. That's pretty much it right there. So the top is perfect. Sides are a little drippy, but it's to be expected, to tell you the truth. I'm not worried about that.
Right.
Okay, so let it drip for just another minute. And, okay, it'd be a good idea to now, so now because I have that cardboard underneath, now that cardboard underneath is going to slide on this cardboard. So, we've got to add a little spackle. A little spackle in the center. We'll take care of
keep
it.
it stuck.
What's that?
So it doesn't slide.
Well, basically that's cold enough that it'll set this.
It'll act like glue.
There you go.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's why we call it the spackle. Chocolate spackle. Tasty. All right, I think it's been sitting long enough. Now, very, very carefully.
This is the critical.
This is really going to be about the hardest part to do right here. Okay, so I got a little bit of a piece of cardboard sticking out right there. So this is the one I'm going to go after. This corner here. Okay, see it sticking out there? So I know I can get at it without messing anything up.
Yeah.
All right, so I see where I'm at. So I'm going to get right under there. Loosen it all around. Now I want to make this transfer as easy as possible. Not afraid to use my other hand. Okay, so I got a good hold of it now. And we just want to be nice and gentle with it. Okay. In the center? Yeah, that's close enough. There we go. Okay, look at that. Wow. Isn't that so pretty? They don't make cake pans in that shape, I'll tell you right now.
Hey, John.
Yo.
If only the folks at home could smell this right now.
Smell the chocolate? People.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. It's not even fair. Okay. Clean up the board here a little bit. Okay. All right. So now, guess what we got to do with this? Chill it. So, give me a moment. I will be right back. Remember this? Well, this is next. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, move it to the back. We don't need it for now.
It looks like that really firmed up nicely.
Yeah, it did, actually. And, it's nice and thin. It's nice and firm. It's good. It's pretty much exactly what I was looking for.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so. Actually, I do need that.
That's okay.
Yeah, man. Okay, now we're into the gist of it. Yeah. Look how sticky that is.
Oh, it looks so moist.
It's beyond moist. It's like white chocolate fudge. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's like a candy type of thing. It's like nougat that's not baked all the way.
Mm.
You know? I don't know. It's hard. It's like I said, this is something I came up with a long time ago, and I don't know. Well, basically, it's
over there.
What's that?
Looks like you got a hanger.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's actually butter.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's
Sorry.
not. Yeah, that's not actually the parchment.
You can tell why I thought it might be.
Oh yeah, totally.
It looks like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, this is flourless fudge tort, okay? Which is basically chocolate, butter, sugar, eggs, and then a liqueur, okay? This is the white chocolate version of that,
Nice.
okay? But because white chocolate has so much butter content to begin with,
Yeah.
you have to cut way back on the butter.
Okay.
And even though I only used half the butter as I did chocolate, remember when
Yeah.
I made this? Okay. I still could have cut back on the butter even more. Okay.
Okay.
So, basically everything that oozed out, separated out, that was the butter separating back out.
Gotcha.
That's like
Okay.
extra butter that separated back out.
Okay.
So,
That makes sense.
I suppose I could have added a couple more eggs. That would have made a difference. But then it tastes like, then it's like omelette-y.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. I wanted it to be white chocolatey.
Right.
Very, like, rich white chocolate,
Which I think this definitely will be.
Oh, heck yeah. That's the point. That's the point. Okay, so let's get on with this. Let's actually just use this template here. Let's see what happens here. All right. Here we go. Use a boning knife. Quit messing around.
That was a lot easier.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to stay in the circle or anything. I'm just using the template. Now my shape will be a little bit different, but I want it to be like in.
Yeah.
I don't want it to come all the way to the edge. I want to see chocolate before we have our almond,
Right.
Now, when I made this originally, the folks that I worked with, as you can see, got to try a lot of different things along the way as
Oh,
I
yeah.
was creating this. Here, try this, try that, and there's like extra of this and extra of that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here, feel this.
Wow.
I mean, who knew?
Sticky.
Remember how floppy and nasty and messy it
Yeah.
was earlier?
Now it's got some solidification.
Yeah, you could just like.
Yeah. I'm all about the chewy.
Oh yeah. So all right. So let's put this in the fridge. Okay.
Is that
Actually,
a technical term? Goopy?
around here it is. Yes. Actually. Okay. You know what? Before I do that, I want to let the chocolate sit a little bit longer. So
Okay.
what I want to do now is, and I'm going to jump ahead a step. See, now this is so versatile that look what I'm doing. I'm using
You
my
can just shape it
finger.
with your fingers.
I'm using my finger to reshape it, so that you can't tell where I used the cutout. Okay.
Right.
John, how many times a day do you wash your hands?
Umpteen.
Have you ever counted that high before? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so that looks good right there. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to make this a little decorative. Now, this is a little tedious. Okay, back in the day, what I did was remember how I was real gentle to pull some of them almonds out?
Yeah.
Without breaking them? Okay. So, this is the reason why. Well, what I want to do here is take the nice ones. Okay, let's see how to do it like that.
Oh, so you're taking the pretty ones and using those as the points.
Well, not just the points. It'll actually be all along.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
We'll time warp through this.
Oh, sure. Yes. Heck yeah.
Yeah, we don't want another comment like, it's like watching paint dry. You don't get any negative comments. You know you're doing.
Shut up, Rob.
Nobody's watching that.
No, that's one of my fraternity brothers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the ladies are getting impatient.
Are they?
Yeah, Sandy's like, Daniel, I thought you said this was going to be a quick thing. I want my dessert.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah.
It's all right. They're not getting the real star anyway. I figure we'd divvy up the extras. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing, but it's not like I can just cut it up and eat it.
No, you're right.
I need to donate it to the Vets Club or something.
You could.
I think that would be the best thing to do with it, don't you think?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I hope that doesn't offend you.
No.
Because, I mean, look at all that I've cut off that, we can enjoy anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just layer the extras.
To go through all this, I mean, it's not like we just made fucking brownies.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? This is like a special thing that should be I don't know, donated, I think.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have anyone to sell it to.
We're directly involved with the free food pantry in town.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can donate it there.
Well, I was thinking I'd donate it to the place where the lady's doing my table.
Oh, by all means.
But I'll tell you what, knowing that, okay, how about we come up with something special that, your folks at the food pantry would appreciate, that they would like.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe, maybe not something that's all about presentation, maybe more something like goodie bags or something like that. Because I bet you have, a handful of volunteers and a handful of people that work that are
yeah, it's all
right?
volunteer. We're not officially sponsored by anything.
Uh-huh.
Basically, what we do is out of the kindness of our hearts.
Yeah. Well, see, that's exactly who I would want to donate something to. But it's impractical to do something like this for that, because
You're
then
right.
how are they going to divide it up and enjoy it? What are they going to do? Have a party? I mean,
Well, we do have affiliation with the UCC Honey Oys Food Pantry in town.
Okay.
So,
Well, I would be happy to do something nice for your,
they
your
definitely would
local
appreciate
shelf.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one who runs it, Brittany, I mean, this girl, oh my gosh. She knocks herself out. She's there every day checking to make sure that the thing is adequately supplied.
Right.
Sandy made, how many pies? 26 pies for Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
So they were kind of part of the food kits. So,
Uh-huh.
I mean, Sandy, she was having a grand old time.
Okay.
And I think any one of the VFW posts would be happy to have something like this.
Yeah. Well, it's a staff and it's a crew and they have a kitchen. So they can actually cut it up and serve it. And
You know what you could do?
you know what I mean?
You could actually give it to the fire department, the local Brockport Fire
Well,
Department.
That the Vets Club serves the fire department every Wednesday morning.
They do?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, I mean, but basically all I got to do is call my best friend Anita and, because she volunteers there 4 days a week,
Gotcha.
so she'll know what to do. So, anyway, okay, so see how I did that? Isn't that lovely?
That's pretty.
Pretty it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all. Okay, so now we have that. We can just actually leave that sit right here. And now... what does he have here?
That almost looks like almondine bars, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Yes, it's the almondine bars, which is the same thing as the bottom of the star.
Got it.
Okie dokie. So, folks, if there's anything you missed, you missed the pink part, okay? But Dan's going to post a link down in the description going back to that lesson. So, you can catch up on whatever you missed, and also you can refer back to that for a second lesson on how to do these. And
And folks at home, if you have any questions on technique or whatever, please feel free to comment. Don does see these; he will respond to you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so basically, what I'm doing now is I'm just cutting some garnishes. Okay, so actually this is probably enough. Okay, let me just cut those up. Get them ready. Okay, so for this particular dessert, the first time I ever did these, what I did was I went back and forth like this to make little triangles, like so. Okay. Wow. And one more. Ooh, a taste tester.
And another one.
Oh, dear. Okay. That ought to do it.
Got a little guy at the bottom, at the end there.
Huh?
You got a little tiny one at the end.
This?
Yeah. There you go.
I know nothing. I don't know.
It's all good.
All right. We got our top star. We got our garnishes. We got our apricot. I got a brush. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is apricot glaze, and I boiled it a bit ago. And now I've let it cool down so that it's not boiling anymore. And it's not so runny that it's just going to run off everywhere. Okay. So, let's put this over here. And I'm going to go get the star. I'll be right back. And the quick freeze brought the temperature down. It's nice and solid. We've got our ganache all set up, like so. Okay, next I'm going to... Here, let me do this. Okay. One, two, and three. One, 2 and 3. We're going to use a smaller one for that one. See?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to make it work.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. There's that. This other small one. Good. Get on there. Sometimes you just got to make it fit. Okay, see how it's like. I wanted to give it the effect that it's kind of spinning, you know?
Yeah.
Originally, these kind of went out and circled around. Okay? Right. So, by just doing the one side, you know, it kind of accents it even better, I think, myself. I think it accents the star, the shape, so to speak. Okay, so let's put this there. Now, without any further ado, let's get this last part done so that we can ogle it and talk about how beautiful it is. Okay.
Looking beautiful so far.
Yeah, well, let's make it better. Okay, so if you folks can tell, I put these sliced almonds around the edge to accent the edge. Okay. Now I'm glazing it on here because I don't. Oops. See, now this is why we got to be careful, John.
We got to run.
Yep, it happens. It's okay. Anyway, I don't want these drips on there, so that's why I'm doing this
off to the side.
Off to the side on the paper here.
Okay.
Just be very careful here. Gentle, gentle. See how this apricot really makes it pop.
I do.
I mean, look at that. And that just, gorgeous. Now you can use unflavored gelatin, You can use regular flavored, gelatin, Jell-O, if you want. Just don't put all the water in. Make it nice and stiff. Only use a quarter of the water, half the water. You get a nice stiff Jell-O. That's all you gotta do. Alright, almost. Oh, look at all that dripping over. I'm glad I didn't put it on the cake first. I would have ruined it. It would have looked terrible.
That would have been a mess.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't do that. Alright, so I think I'm all the way around pretty well. Does that look good?
Yeah.
Did I miss any spot? Oh, right there. Gotta get that. And there we go. Alright. Let's put this puppy to bed. Stick this guy right on top. Oh my gosh, look at it, look at it, look at it. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah. I missed. I'm a little closer there than I am over here, but that's okay. Look at that. Okay, so that's it. There you go. Now, the one thing that I didn't do that I did back 30 years ago when I made this, actually 29 years ago. It was 1994. All right. So, hang on. Let me tell you a little story here, folks. Back when I was a young man, back in the 90s, or early 90s, I was competing quite a bit around town, and I did a thing called the chocolate ball. That's where this came from. And the dessert was called the Amaretto Star. Okay, here, thank you. Appreciate that. Here's a write-up that was in the paper. Here's a picture of the original star. Okay, see how you got the diamonds here on the one side? Okay, these are praline roses, and that's just a whole nother mix. And I didn't think it was going to be practical for a small one here, but that's the only thing that's missing. But anyway, I won. Here's a picture of me next to the guy. I won the grand prize, and let's see here. It says here, grand prize winner. I got a gold medal for taste, gold medal for texture. I got the People's Choice Award, and then I got the grand prize award. So I did pretty good that year. So there you go. Here's my 2 medals here. And, these are the 2 I won that year. I got lots of others from other years, too. Here's the the grand prize plaque. And here's my Chef's Choice plaque. So these are the awards that I won with this dessert. And I worked all year. I was working at the Gateway Banquet and Conference Center at the time. Wonderful place to work. I learned so much, so much when I worked there. It was just unbelievable. But they gave me the freedom to play and to create new desserts. And this is one of the things that I did. And I spent pretty much all year coming up with the ideas that ended up going into this dessert. So someone, I don't know who it was, but someone asked that I'd make this, and I hope that whoever you are, you're watching this now, and I'm sure if you reached out and made a comment on the video, I would know who you are, because you wouldn't know to ask for this unless you knew me a long time ago. So anyway, really appreciate the opportunity to do this dessert for my channel. And yeah, I hope you folks have really enjoyed this lesson. There's a lot to it. It's just many different steps to finally come up with this. But, this is really what I want to do with the channel. I want to do some more involved things. Like, I want to make my banana charlotte, and I want to make a lemon bomb, and I want to make, gâteau genoise, and, fancy schmancy things that you want to have fun saying. Even more fun eating. Anyway, so what we're going to do, instead of we're just cutting into it and enjoying it for the camera, okay, I'm going to donate this to the Vets Club around the corner. And I'm probably going to set it up so that it goes to them, when the firemen are going to be eating breakfast there, which they host every week. So that's probably going to be what we do with this. Now, we are going to get to enjoy it because remember all these pieces that we cut out? Don't you know it? So let me move this. And Dan, you want to come around?
Sure.
All right. Here, let me help. We'll just do this.
Okay. Let me know if there's something you want me to do.
No, I want you to just
enjoy.
Yeah, well, basically, what you want to do. Let me get a couple of forks. Folks, gotta get a fork.
Okay.
All right. So you want to take. I'll get this out of the way. All right. So what we're going to want to do. Some of this with some of this with some of this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's why, Here, use a fork.
Okay.
And here. There you go. Now you're just going to have to harm.
Yeah, I got no problem doing that.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to just get a little piece here. Like that. Do this. Because I don't want to be like, boom, boom, boom.
I am speechless.
Yeah, and we're missing the chocolate too. So it'll be a little bit richer with that little chocolate layer there too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not enough to really notice without, I mean, you got so many different things going on right there. You got your little crunch here. You got your smooth here.
You got your buttery,
very buttery, rich amaretto flavor, hardcore, right?
Oh, yeah.
You taste that almond in that?
I do.
Woo!
Oh.
Yeah, baby. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to have a little bit more of this.
It's a lot of work, folks, but I'm telling you, the result is so worth it.
Oh, wow. Try that on its own.
Okay.
That's rich, huh?
Each of the pieces, they work on their own,
Yep. Here.
but all together,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah, that'll put you into overload there. This isn't very sweet at all, is it? That's got a rich chocolate flavor with the
It's got just
that
a bit of hitterness, a bit of bitterness.
a bit of hitterness. Yeah, I get it.
See, you got me all tongue-tied over this.
Yeah, no, I think it's the chocolate playing tricks on you there.
Yeah. Oh, that is so good.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness, John. Wow.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's just so many different things going on, but yet, it's all got a theme to it.
It all works.
There's a theme. So, anyway, folks, hope you've really enjoyed this video. Dan's going to leave some links. We'll catch you up on, like I said, we're going to link back to the almondine bar lesson. Probably link back to the fudge lesson.
The fudge, yes.
Making the fudge so that we can do the ganache, because I just did that. So, anyway, hope you folks have enjoyed this. And remember, whatever you do, if you bake with love and passion, you know it's going to be delicious. I mean, look what we're doing here. You put your heart into it, and you know it's going to be delicious. Your friends and your family and anyone you're baking for is just going to love it. So, have at it. Happy baking. God bless. We'll see you on the next time. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and, share
and comment.
Comment. We love your comments. Please comment on this. Really appreciate some feedback. And let us know what else you want to see. Thank you.